And we will do our best to save Haruchika. Let's see if we can finally bring an end to this madness and attain truth.
助けってどういうことなんだ、みゆき。
Is that not what we've said before? Like, I've had that as an option to choose. But, okay.
だってあいつはみゆきをひどい目に。
He did pretty terrible things to a lot of people. I mean, he's been taking sacrifices for like over 50 years? Actually, way more than 50 years. Whenever the warring period that they existed in, like, that's a long time.
確かに主は生贄にされた恨みを抱いている。
I mean, he's been real mad about this for a real long time. So, I don't know if he'll let go of it that easily.
でも、それだけじゃない。彼は、春近は誤解しているの。
So you're telling me he's super mad about being a sacrifice for hundreds of years, and it's a misunderstanding? He's been super mad about a misunderstanding?
あの人は見捨てられたわけじゃ。
そこから先は春近殿本人から聞いた方がよろしいでしょう。
Sure, if he'll, talk to us.
あなたたち何か知ってるんですか？その答えは我らの口から語るわけにはいきません。
Was it something you should have said all those years ago instead?
ですが、すぐにあなた方も知るでしょう。
知るとは一体。教授。
Oh, it's Warpy time.
みんな。消えた。どうして？
I don't know, maybe these guys can explain, because this sort of just happens every time we reach this room.
始まった。彼が呼んでいます。
Ah.
いよいよね、たくまさん。行きましょう。春近を止めに。
みゆき、行くってどこに？一体彼の誤解って？
My eyes. The bright, it hurts. Here we go.
ここは
The neuron world. Or I guess it's the master world. I feel strangely unsteady on my feet. I'm still standing, but I'm really off balance.
たくまさん。
みゆき、それにみんな無事だったんだ。よかった。
I see Gabumon has already returned to Garurumon, who is actually quite large. I feel like we've never really conveyed how large he is, but having him full-size stood next to the professor like that, I feel like that may be a bit excessive, Garurumon. You have other evolutions, you know?
ここは一体。
ここは死生獣が封印を施した主の居場所よ。
Ah, this is the sealed prison. I mean, I feel like that was obvious, but I guess I never really established it as a prison. I sort of just like, this is the dimension where he is.
ここが。
It also didn't feel very sealed considering we got pulled in.
それで主は？
Yeah, probably behind me. I don't know where he is. Maybe someone should tell me.
何が違うというのか。
Oh, so you heard. Now you're just like, wait, what do you mean?
こっちを見てる。
Right, maybe you should answer him. He kind of asked a very direct question.
ああ、姉さんと私よな。
How can you tell? It's a giant eyeball. How is he looking in two different directions? I guess he can look in 7 different directions, but still.
まさかこれがこれ
Oh.
秋春何の違いがある何時ら兄弟は再び相まみえたが我が姉は未だ我が元に来ぬではないか
So you're just like super jealous right now, huh?
同じ水瀬家の血脈を継いだものだというのに
同じ主は何を言ってるんだ
主に捧げられ今や意識の中核となっている水瀬春近。彼は私たちの遠い祖先。
みゆきたちのご先祖様
I mean, I guess that was never really spoken about. Only Miyuki got to speak to the other lady. And, like, not even...
そうか。これで全てが繋がった。だからこいつは姉さんを必要に。
It does make a lot of sense if they're connected to the bloodline of these magical powers.
ええ。
なぜ恨まぬなぜ
Literally, why aren't you like me?
長き時見捨てられてそれでなぜ人を世を恨まぬ
捨てられていないから。私は捨てられてなんかいない。これは自分で選んだことよ。私は助けたの。自分を犠牲にしてあの時幼かった弟を。そして弟は助かってこんなに立派な大人になった。
姉さん。
だから恨むはずがないでしょ。
I'd say it's because you're normal, but you absolutely have a insanely strong, like, mental capacity. Because you've suffered this world for how long now? And I mean, Haruchika has definitely suffered it for longer, but he just never recovered.
そうだ秋春はずっとみゆきのことを思っていた記憶が薄れるほど長い時を過ごしてもみゆきを助けるという信念だけは抱き続けていたんだみゆきだってずっと戦ってきたんだお前に魂の半分を奪われても決して諦めなかった絶望しなかったみゆきはお前とは違うお前みたいな臆病者とはな
I mean, Renamon said it straight up.
黙れ黙れ
Look at this, like a child closing his ears because he doesn't want to hear these things. I don't know where his ears are, but he's definitely trying to block them out.
それにあなたも捨てられてなんかいない。
わからぬわからぬ何時ら何を言うておるのだ
そろそろ始まる。
Fight time.
ああ最後の戦いの始まりだ
私も手伝う。
みゆき無理をしなくていい
Oh. I mean, that middle sentence doesn't exist. I was waiting for it, but it doesn't exist.
そうだよ君を守らないと僕たちは永遠に帰れない
I mean, what, do you not think she's plenty strong enough?
ならレナモン、ハル、そしてタクマさん、みんなに私の命を預ける。
I mean, it's not like any of us are actually fighting either. So, I don't know.
信頼してるからね。
長 き時を経ようと尽きぬ開墾悲嘆憤怒
Well, I mean, that's what makes you weak-minded and pathetic, right? Because after all this time, you're still steaming mad. Like, what's even left to be mad about? You're just mad for mad's sake at this point.
みゆき再び汝を飲み込み今度こそ悲願の世界を渡ろうぞ
How about no?
世界のことあり
He has mobs. Also, I can have 6, which means we'll have the 4 sovereigns and Omegamon.
頑張るぞ
What are you gaining SP for immediately? Wait, is the boss gonna have... Oh. Are we gonna take debuffs right? No, we're not. They're just gonna get buffs from the start of their own turns. That's more manageable than inexplicable debuffs. I'm still mad at Harmony Root for that. Not mentioned at all, and you're just supposed to deal with it. Light. Hit him with light or anything that isn't darkness. They resist everything. Earth is still better than fire. Wow. Oh. What do you mean you're super ultimate? Uh-huh. Why are you so stupidly strong? Why do you have 5,796 HP? And level 84? What's wrong with your numbers?
僕の番だね
This is why we go straight to Omegamon.
行くぞ
オメガも終止符を打とう
I do need to get you lined up, though. I have a feeling we're going to need a lot of ribs.
私の番ねもっと守れる力を
Try to go this way. Thank you.
待ってました私の
Oh, you move even slower, though.
もんじゃない
旋風も増えるがいい
緊張する私も強くなるよ
恐れるがいい
Can I get you from here? Yes. Uh-huh. You missed? Despite all our levels, you missed?
起こさず
What do you mean? Oh, that was your range. And you can choose anyone. I thought you were hitting the entire field.
やるわお願い彼を捕まえてて
Time to sing?
天に輝いにしえよりもぬくもりは消えず
Kinda wish they faded or muted the BGM when she starts singing, because she's not singing to the same tune. Oh, he hates it.
主が悲鳴をみゆきの歌が奴に聞いてる
今よたくまさん
I will not reach him the next turn. It's been one turn.
次はないと知れ。
私を信じて任せてくれ
There we go. It's a good chunk of health.
蹴散らしてくれよ
Can I hit you from here? No. Oh, but you can hit me. I just realized you're virus type. Like, again, I'm gonna have this complaint again because it's weird having these enemies and I can't tell at a glance how to deal with them because they change up everything. I didn't even realize that not only are they super ultimate, they're viruses. And half the sovereigns are data, which is a disadvantage to me, which is a problem, because that's just not good enough. But look at how much our HP dips when we go into not sovereign. Like, the sovereigns need to be used here. Will, however, heal you, because, ow. Why would you even use that attack? How was I supposed to expect that? You on range now? Yes. Yeah, so that's for you to deal with because the datas are not going to handle that. They've been no type. They've been free type this whole time. And for this one singular battle, suddenly they're virus. And it's just like, oh, I hope you were paying attention to that, even though it didn't matter at any time before. Like, that's annoying. And, like, I do need to take these guys out because they hurt. Or do I just go for the master? Yeah, you're null type. You don't resist anything in particular. Maybe I won't bother with them because I can just hit you. I don't suppose you're in range for this? Haha, you are. Did you just get frozen? There's no way, right? I heard the effect, but you didn't get frozen, did you? No. Would have been really funny, though. I can't Kongo you. Instead, we'll just share some ribs. That was like nothing. That's fine, you can tank that. Oh, it hit a group. Right. Actually, you have X heal, don't you? Or X aura. Yes. Yeah, you deal with these guys. Just healing. Oh. Ow. Yeah, so one uses Volta-Baltamon's attack, the other uses Plutomon's attack, which is interesting. It's like the bosses of the alternate routes. Oh, it's all three bosses. Because this is the boss of Moral Root, Harmony, and Wrathful. Well, I kind of wish it just summoned Plutomon so I'd see it at a glance. Is the ointment good enough? No, it's got to be clean dressing. You know what? It's fish. We need a fish for this. Shoot him! I'm sorry, did you counter my attack and hit everybody in front? I don't like that. This should hit, yes? Yes. Oh, you're still in range. Oh, you're still in range! That was a mistake on my part. I spaced them apart, but I didn't space them like far enough apart. It's fine. Handle it. Of course you have a move for that.
次はないと知れ。
Well, let's end the battle. Yes. Good. I'm sorry, Shakomon. I didn't realize I screwed up positioning, but it's fine. We won.
今再び結ばれし時夢夢壊るることなき絆
So there's a full version of her singing this, right? Because I think the ending theme version is not Miyuki's voice.
このみさ
But I want it to be.
さげ共に生かさらば一筋の光をどうかこの手に
I don't know what you're complaining about. Her singing's fantastic.
やった聞いてるぞ
He's definitely making more noises than a simple ah, but I also don't know how you'd write that out.
No.
As much as I'd like it to be, probably not. Because if I can just beeline to the boss and take him out, there's gonna be more.
多分
Aha! It is not big ball voice now. It is boy voice.
えなんだ声が聞こえる誰だ
我を阻む者どもめ決して許しはせぬ
さっき
That should not be an interrobang. That should be just a question mark. Or an ellipses question mark.
聞こえるね
ここにはもう僕たち以外いないはずなのに
No.
おのれおのれ
Hi.
あいつは一体
まさか
愚かなり我の道を塞ぐ者どもめ
お前はまさか春地か
さよう我は春地か
主は僕たちが倒したお前の恨みもここで終わりにするんだ
愚かなり主など所詮この世の断りに過ぎぬ我が抗う力未だ尽きぬというのに
I mean, I feel like the law of the land would be more powerful than one man, but that's just, you know, my perspective from this side.
破滅の呪縛にとらわれし我が半身ファンローモンよいでよ
There we go. The leader of the four sovereigns Although I don't think it's supposed to be Fang. Think it's supposed to be like Hanglong, because he's the yellow dragon. You're decidedly
なんだ
not
あれは
very yellow. You also look off. This isn't your normal look, is it?
やらせはせぬ。むざむざやらせはせぬ。
That explains that.
戦はまだ決しておらん。
Hanglongmong Ruin Mode. That's been an increasing thing. I suppose I guess it started with Tamers, with Crimson Mode and Blast Mode. But, wasn't Ruin Mode a thing in Savers? Or is that a different thing? Like, there's Burst Mode, but then if you do it with negative emotions and force it, it's Ruin Mode? There's a lot of... It's interesting because, Dark Evolution was always supposed to be, you know, evolving into a wrong direction, but then there's also, like, I guess, Ruin Mode evolutions where it's like, it evolved to the right form, but it's a corrupt version of that form, right? So it's like, instead of Greymon digivolving to Metal Greymon, and instead of Greymon digivolving to Skull Greymon, it evolves to Metal Greymon Virus. It's like, oh, well, you got the corrupt version of the correct evolution. I don't know how to feel about that. It's certainly interesting, but I don't know. It feels like we're just not going to make a new guy. We're just going to make the same guy, but do it wrong. I don't know if that takes more or less creativity. I don't know if I'm a fan or not, but I do know I'm rather ambivalent towards it. Anyway, this guy's purple when he should be yellow, so I don't know how that works. Your name, I feel like, is wrong now. Unless maybe your name isn't actually Yellow Dragon and it's something else. But I know you're supposed to be the Yellow Dragon, at least.
あとわずか。あとわずかなのだ。我が大願叶うその時は。
I'll say this form is definitely better than the eyeball. This is much more fearsome.
そのためならば。 Oni tomo, Shura tomo.
Oni or Shura. Yeah, you have committed enough carnage, I think.
なんて姿なんだ。こんなの勝てるのか。
Wow is not the kind of phrasing I would use for this, because we're definitely looking up at this guy in terror and not amazement.
なんてまがまがしさなの。
There we go.
こんなのどうやって戦えば。
I mean, the same way we fought everything else. Maybe smarter than usual. But, you know, hit it real good. Maybe they'll let me deploy all 8. Or rather, all 10. Right, because it's 8 original plus the 2 extra. Plus the siblings, rather, not extra.
倒しがいがあるってもんだぜ。
Let me use everyone.
なんだこの風。
なんたる好機。これこそ悲願を結ぶ扉よ。
But, like, is this because she sang the song? I thought the song was binding you as well.
時は来たれに。なあ。 懐かしき風扉の先に我は
しまったみゆきこのままじゃ春近が僕らの世界に行っちゃう。
いいえ、大丈夫。私を信じて。お願い、たくまさん。もう少しだけ主を食い止めて。
アグモ聞いたな。
行かせないぞ。
ドラクモいけるな。
任せとけって。
さあ最後の戦いだ。
キューキュキュ
ラブラも頑張りましょう。ええ、大丈夫。私が ら見せちゃおうね。そうだね、ビシッと決めちゃおう。
ここが正念場ってやつか。あいつに勝てれば真のヒーローだ。
そうだな、ミノル。
ロップもいけそうか。
うん、怖いけど修二と一緒だからなんとかなると思う。
よし、それじゃあ最後の戦いだ。
The final, truly final last battle. Let's go. Let me use everyone.
話に空を取る獣ごときが。話に空を取る獣ごときが。
He just repeated his line. What do you mean 5? Why are you giving me less this time? Also, he's big. He is much big. Why are you only letting me use 5? I have 10 units. Why are you letting me use half? Come on. Plus, I can't even deploy all the sovereigns if I want to use Omegamon, which I do. Actually, wait. What do you considered? What is circle? All powerful. So you have no weakness, which is just free, but you want it to be special. Got it. You resist everything 200. You hit everything all at once with your regular. What are your attacks? What are your attacks? Why are you like this? On one hand, you kind of only have 9,000 health. On the other hand, I don't know how long it's going to take to get through that because of all your, like, resistances. You literally resist everything normally, so I can just use whoever. I would assume Baihumon is one of the tankiest. I would also assume that you're one of the tankiest. Alright, let's fight him. So, like, I'll be able to bring in others halfway through the fight, right? Because, again, only giving me 5 for the final battle when I have to have all 10 doesn't feel right. Let me use everybody, please. It's so weird to leave people out in this situation. Especially because I'm cutting down to 4. I don't know if this is worth it, to be honest. It may not be. It may be that the stat boost is actually not enough. Oh, actually, Omegamon is also super ultimate all-powerful. I didn't notice that. No, all-powerful is just your typing. Not typing, your role. As opposed to, like, mobility, special, or whatever. You're still a vaccine. Franglongmon is just being special. Sorry, I got entranced by the music. It's the theme, but like combat orchestral, which is fantastic. I just realized I may. Well, I don't know if they'll survive the trip over, but like, if I make Shakomon into Schwanwumon, she's never gonna make it over. But if I use any other evolution, like, oh no, I got it mixed up. You're not Schwanwumon, you're Shinlanmon, which is actually a lot more fragile. See, I got the elements mixed up again. Thanked it. Alright, what you got? Oh no, that small number. The defense down effect, though. You know what? Bringing you was the right move, because that defense down is going to be invaluable. Let me just sideswipe you. You know what? The stat down mons are absolutely the choice. Because I don't know if I'm going to be able to stun him. Like, if it does stun, that'd be great. Otherwise, Shinranmon will be healer. Yeah, probably not getting stunned. Now, this next hit will decide what everyone else does for the rest of the battle. Ooh, it hurts! Shinranmon is now designated healer. Get you out of the line. Ooh, I can't split us up too far, though. Because if I do, then we won't be able to get heals down. I may need to leave us here. Still hit you. Because if I move too far, we won't be able to set up the X aura. And we desperately need that X aura. Also, you need to move closer to actually hit. That reduces your speed, right? You didn't actually take the reduction. Yep, I've already failed to set it up correctly. No, I didn't. What am I talking about? It's fine. We're fine. Okay, you're only hitting those two. They're not exactly the tankiest, but it can work. You know what? I'm gonna relegate you to healing for one turn. Because, like, you need it badly. This a little bit more will help. Oh, thank you. Let's see. Kongo reduces speed 2 ranks, which in theory would make it easier to hit him and harder for him to hit us, but that's if it hits. Aha! I think we got halfway. Does everyone else get to join now? I mean, we're actually kind of fine at the moment. It's a little dicey, but we're managing. No, she opened it for a reason, Shuji. I'm not quite sure what that reason is yet, but I believe in her. Oh, this is what happened in the mall route. Now that the gates open, the belief can flood through and power us up. Well, you haven't seen the other world in a while, so technology's advanced. Things have changed. They're a little different. Apparently that was spoken aloud, because Takuma read that and I didn't need to.
れる動画サイトか。これは
It's our fight with Piedmon back in our own world. I guess someone took a video.
これお前じゃね？
Yes.
タクマ、なんかお前の動画がすげえバズってんだけど。
It should still be the same day, shouldn't it? So that's kind of crazy.
嘘、これやば。めっちゃ再生数伸びてる。世界中の人がアグモンやピエモンの姿を見たってことよね。
そうか、認知の力。
認知の力？
この世界は現実世界の人々の思い、認知によって形作られている。多くの人々がアグモンが存在することを知ったならばどうなるか。
Agumon gets super strong. He becomes a god.
どうなるんですか？
タクマ、僕なんだか力がムクムク湧いてくるよ。
私も今なら何でもできちゃいそう。
I mean, I was kind of already handling it, but I will absolutely take the boost.
これは凄まじいな。
No one else has anything to say? Just the primary three? Why was Floramon left out over in the corner?
人々が私たちを応援する気持ち、温かく清らかな気持ちがハルチカの猛襲を晴らす。タクマさん、敵は弱ってるわ。畳みかけるなら今よ。
わかった。行くぞみんな。
But will I actually be able to use everyone? No. Man, Moral Root, why'd you... Also, I got a boost after I hit attacked. Moral Root let me have at least 8 people on the team. Come on. We are still going to heal, because everything still hurts.
本を見せてやろう。面白い。これで問題ないはずだ。
And now we're fine.
やらせはせんぞ。
次はないと知れ。
Oh, we're hitting like twice as hard now,
それが
if not more.
とある。
Oh yeah, that's almost twice as hard. No wait,
私を信じて。
no, I'm stupid. That's 3 to 4 times as hard, because we were doing like 300 damage to start with. Two shots and already moving on to the next part of the battle. Okay, so why was the last battle with the mobs harder? Like, yeah, I still had to rush the boss, but like the two dudes were way more stupidly difficult than the boss, way more of a hassle than the boss, and like more to deal with than this boss here. I think they had more health too. Who designed that encounter? It's so backwards.
さっきより弱ってるって言ってもまだまだ強い。
We just got that surge of power, and Yuki's still singing. What more can we do? Hit him hard. If it's not enough, hit him harder. If that's still not enough, harderer. Oh, golden light.
あの光はなんだ？
Is that the sister? Showing up to be like, I'm sorry I'm late?
ようやく見つけられました。
光がみゆきに吸い込まれていく？
You gonna channel her? Speak through her? As a medium? As a Miko? Miyuki is evolving!
みゆき！一体何が？
I just said she's evolving. Oh, wow. Her name is Yukiha. So we have Miyuki and Akiharu. And then we have Haruchika and Yukiha. We have snow and spring for both of them.
みゆきの姿が変わった。
I mean, that's because that's not Miyuki, that's Yukiha.
ハルチカ、ようやく会えました。ああ、愛しき弟よ。
まさかハルチカの姉ユキハ、その意識が姉さんに憑依したのか？
今さら今さら
Yeah, it's been a long time. She's kind of late. I understand you can be angry about that.
ファンロンモンから黒い瘴気のようなものが吹き上がっていく。
Ah, the evil is leaving him.
ああ、なんということ。これなる正気こそハルチカを高ぶらせる災い。戦乱の世に散り、憤怒と怨嗟を抱えたあまたの魂。その黒き怨念、我がすべて引き受けましょう。
タクマ、ファンロモンが。
ファンロンモンの力が抑えられていく。
どうかハルチカを、弟をお願い申し上げます。皆様、どうかどうかハルチカを
Working on it.
助けてください。
Just a little bit more to go. Does that mean he takes another super big debuff? At this rate, I don't think Omegamon's gonna get the last hit. I'm still gonna heal.
私が手本を見せて。
Because keeping us alive is still the better option.
これで問題ないはずだ。
次はないと知れ。
Alright, that brings it close, and now Omegamon should be able to finish it. Unless that crits. That'd be really awkward.
私を信じ
Alright, let's join up in the middle of everybody.
任せてくれ。
Look at this formation. Wait. You gotta turn, though. Bang!
無礼者の末路だ。
There we go. Sanctified Sovereign beat Fanglongmon Ruin Mode. Look at that squadron where we're missing one of the sovereigns because they didn't let us bring another fighter. Because no, because having Omegamon is an absolute possibility, and you want to be able to deploy. Why couldn't they at least give me 6 like they did the previous fight? Or 8 like in, the Moral Route? Like, come on. What do you have to lose? It's not like the fight was difficult. It was easier than the last one. the hardest final boss fight is still the Harmony fight. Because random debuffs just by existing. No other fight has been that difficult. It's such a weird, bizarre, awkward balance that they have tripped over throughout all these final boss fights. Like, I don't understand the philosophy behind any of them. I also don't know why the Harmony boss fight is the only one with that stipulation. It's the only one where it's like, actually, we're just gonna passively screw you over. For no reason. I don't know. Again, at least the previous fight in this one against the trio, I can see the sense behind that being like, hey, look, we brought every final boss. Here's the Master. Here's totally not Plutomon. Here's totally not Volta Beltamon. It's like, okay, I see it. I see what you're doing here. Cool. Still don't understand how the fight against Volta Beltamon is meant to work. Or rather, Master Volta Beltamon. Anyway. I win. Oh. I have the DLC version of that. Did I have a regular version up until now? What did that do again?
Fanlonmonの体から正気が全て抜け出ていく。やった！僕たちは勝ったんだ！
見たまえ諸君、ファンロンモンが本来の姿へ戻っていく。
There we go, now he's yellow. Still fearsome, but much less Whoa. Okay, so I didn't mention it before, because I wasn't sure how relevant it was. His scales were going in the opposite direction. These scales are layered, going downward. Rune Mode had the scales facing upward. That's neat. He really was just completely inverted. It made him look way spikier instead of, armored. And again, while his face is still scary, it's definitely not evil compared to Purple Mode.
これにて安寧は戻りました。この地を取り巻きし憎悪の念は消え去ったのです。
So, another weird thing. Looking back on it and thinking about it, the last time the Sovereigns appeared in, any Digimon media, I want to say, that wasn't, or rather, any Digimon anime at least, was Tamers. And even then, Hang Longmong didn't show up in anything. I want to say this is his first major appearance. I could be wrong. But, he's always sort of been a lore figure of, yes, and he's the leader of the Four Sovereigns. No, you don't get to see him. Yes, he exists. Just believe me. But I don't think he's ever really gotten any appearance. I don't know about any of the Digimon World games if he showed up as a boss or entity or anything, but he's sort of always just been there in the background without ever actually appearing, and I think he finally has here. At the very least, he finally has here.
今後は正しき姿のファンロンモンがこの世界を守り続けるでしょう。
Good, he's gone from evil god to regular god.
ですが、その前にあるべき姿に戻りましたね。ファンロンモン。
稲瀬の巫女か。久しいな。
He's not angry anymore.
ええ。陶器子孫の身をひととき借りて、今こうして見舞いに立っています。
Oh, right. And way back, the big dragon that I couldn't identify who was being worshipped by the people and the maiden. Well, that's Fanglongmong. I just couldn't recognize his silhouette because, again, you never see the guy. It's only until, like, after his name was brought back up that I'm like, yeah, I remember who this is supposed to be.
弟が旅立ってから大切な春近あの子を思わぬ日は一日とてありませんでしたけれどこの身には家を継ぐ責務があり
Literally, I wanted to see my brother after I sacrificed him, but I was just too busy. There was a lot of stuff going on. There was a war, and, you know, my family, I had to do rituals. I had work. No time for vacation.
家を守り民の安寧を守り人のしがらみに縛られこの地へと渡ることは叶いませんでしたそしてようやく自由を得た頃には我が身はとうに老いてしまったのです
And then you still didn't visit.
故に子孫に託したのか再会の願いをつくづくけなげなことよだが我が本心は
承知しています故に因果をねじ曲げここに立っているのです愛しき春近を今一度抱きしめるためさあ我が弟の対なる獣ファンロンモン春近を返してくださいませ
とのことだおう聞こえているのだろう春近よ汝が念願は今こそ叶う長き苦悶と憎悪の日々はここに終わるのだ
Is he gonna be all pouty and he's like, I didn't miss her? No. Also, what about all those people you sacrificed and ate? That's a lot of years of dead kids. How are we gonna rectify that? Because, like, it happened. A lot.
主の体から光が春近の霊が飛び出していく
And this light is gold now instead of the pure white it was in the other routes.
姉上
Ah, of course, he uses the antiquated aneue. Not one-chan or ne-san, but aneue.
春近
姉上姉上私はなんということを
You've done some real bad things. Hey, you want to see what you did in the other routes? That was real pleasant of you.
過ぎたことですもう良いのですよ
私が抱いた恨みの念が世を滅ぼさんとしていたと
You did in one route when I decided not to come back. It was terrible. And even in the routes where we did beat you, it wasn't all, you know, happy-go-lucky hunky-dory. Especially that wrathful route. Hey, remember those concentration camps where they kept, you know, partners? I guess just digidestined?
いくら詫びても
And their families?
償いきれませぬ
春近
元来人と獣は一つのもの獣は人の半身であり慈しみ獣はいつでも半身を認めてきたのだ
Yeah, and yours got real ugly. Like, did you see those reversed scales and all the spikes? Not pretty. Very cool, but also, like, very clearly evil.
人は獣を見つめることで己を見つめる人が己を認めることでそこに誠が生まれるそう誠だ信じ合うからこそ
人はさらなる高みへと至るのに、なのに私は水瀬の子、我が子孫に遺恨を残すような恐ろしいことを。
ハルチカ、
もう良いのです、ハルチカ。その涙だけで十分ですよ。
So one thing I don't think I've addressed, but is exemplified here now that we see Yukiha and Haruchika, all the Minases have white pupils. All of them. All four.
姉上、私を止めてくれた頃よ。
I mean, I definitely killed you in other routes, so I'll own up to that. But you did fight us.
はい。
久しき時の因果にくさびを打ったそなたらになる世を平定させる力があるやもしれん。後のこと見守らせてはくれぬか。
I
そ
mean,
なたらが許してくれるならば。
you seem to be feeling a lot better now. Just don't eat more kids, right? That's really the sore spot here.
もちろん我も共に。
See, now I can trust you for sure.
姉上、
さあハルチカ、行きましょう。今度こそ心安らげる場所へ。
Yukiha, just make sure you leave Miyuki behind, okay? Like, don't take her with you. We spent all this time trying to rescue her. Don't keep the body.
戦乱の世はもう終わったのです。後のことは子供たちに任せましょう。
はい、姉上。
本当にありがとうございました。この世界を救ってくださって。おかげで弟と再び会えました。またあの頃のように共にいましょう。皆様はどうかいつまでも仲睦まじく生きてくださいませ。
Where's the body? Okay.
姉さん、大丈夫か？
Yep, you can see it, like, now that I'm especially looking at it, every single one of their eyes. Just, they got, maybe not white pupils, but they have white in the center.
ええ、ハルチカたちはもう光の中へ。
It is unique to their family. I guess they also all have purple eyes.
そうだ。
Well, I guess Takuma also has a shine there, so now I just don't know. But the purple eyes is for sure.
なんだ。
Wait, is the gate gonna be permanent in this route too?
主が正しい姿となり、扉が開いたことによって二つの世界がつながったんだ。それにより現代文明の影響がこの世界へ急速に流入しているのだろう。
And this is how we get Gundramon, because, I don't know, America?
流入じゃないわ。融和が始まったの。人間と魂の片割れである獣たち。世界と異世界の融和が始まって。
Yes, as the world enters the digital age, so too will the monsters become digital.
ゆっくりではあるけど、世界は変わり始めるの。
どういうこと？
つまり、最古の壁画にあったように、世界は本来あるべき姿に戻るのだよ。
それは、つまり、人と獣神が一緒に生きる世界に。
ああ、人々が獣神という存在を受け入れるにはまだ時間がかかるかもしれないが、 先ほどのたくまくんの映像などで受け入れる土壌はできているかもしれないね。
獣とアグモンたちと一緒に。そうか、それはきっといいことなんでしょうね。その変化を見届けてみたい。でもこっちから見届けることは僕らにはできない。僕らの世界には待っている人がいる。家族が、友達が、そして何よりこの融和の影響を受けて変化する僕らの世界で戸惑う多くの人々がいるだろうから。たくま。それに久しぶりに母さんのカレーを食べたいしね。
そっか。
アグモン、今までありがとう。君がいなければここまで来れなかったよ。
僕はここでたくまとお別れなの？
It'll be more of a see you later.
何を言ってるんだよ。もちろん一緒に決まってるだろ。
Or not. Just, I'll have mom prepare more curry.
母さんのカレーは絶品なんだ。アグモンも食べてみたいだろ。
いいの？
だって僕と君はかけがえのない相棒、パートナーなんだから。
たくま。僕も食べたい。
ファルコモンも行こうぜ。俺らが住んでいる町はここより賑やかなんだぜ。
ああ、無論だ。どこまでも一緒についていこう。
ねえ、ラブラも。待って、言わなくてもわかるわ。
I thought so.
もちろん、ずっと一緒なんだから。
As soon as it went over to Aoi, and it's like, Labrador's gonna be like, you don't even need to say anything. It's been a yes since day 0.
クネも一緒に行こうぜ。嫌だって言わせねえぞ。
ドラクモ、どうする？お前もって言わなくても感じてるか。
まあな、俺たちは腐れんだ。
シャクモンも来て。
ロップモンを連れて帰ったら家族は。いや、そんなのは関係ない。
I mean, also, you can just have Lapmon, you know, evolve into an Archangel and smite them. Because who cares? God says no. Or God says yes. Whichever one is applicable to the situation.
だってロップモンのおかげで今の自分がいるんだから。
シュージ、フローラももちろん来るわよね。何聞いちゃってるのよ。分かってるくせに。
ガブモン、
秋春、二つの世界が融和したら。
I like how Miyuki didn't even get a chance to ask Renamon. I'd also like to think that Renamon is already just carrying Miyuki and it's like, alright, we're going.
そうか、僕たち人間と獣神を隔てるものはなくなるんだよな。
それってどんなことなの？
考えてみたんだけど、この先僕たちやアグモンたちみたいにパートナーとして出会える人たちが増えてくる、そんな気がするんだ。
その可能性は高いと言えるだろう。当たり前のようにそばにというわけにはいかないかもしれないが、それでも自分の半身と世界を隔てることなく出会える可能性がある世界になるだろう。そもそも彼らと我々は互いに補い合う半身同士のような存在なのだから。
それって新しい世界で新しい時代が始まるってことか。
たくまさんたちがその最初の世代になるのね。
そっか。
それは楽しみだな。
We're pioneers.
よし、みんな帰ろう。僕らの家に。僕たちのサバイブは一旦ここで終わりだ。
僕たちのサバイブ。Alright. Not once have they used the word survive as sabaibu. Feels like ages have gone by since that day, though I guess it's only been a year. Still, even in just that short span of time, the world has changed in countless ways. Did they repair the shrine? Things were a bit chaotic at first, but by now, humans have started to accept them. To accept monsters as trusted partners. Oh, new kid sprites.
たく、こんなど田舎だったとはな。
そういうこと言っちゃダメだと思うよ。
でもさ、変なこと起きないよな。大丈夫だよね。
何ビビってんだよ。まあ、その気持ちはわかるけどな。なんてったってここはさ、あの神隠し事件があった場所だからな。
Oh, are we local legends now? We're still alive, though.
そんなに嬉しそうに言わないでよ。あの噂をちゃんと知ってるの？
Are these guys gonna be representative of the 02 crew?
もちろんだって。だからワクワクするんだろ。確かこの辺りでモンスターに出会ってすごい冒険した人たちがいるんだろ。
うん。ネットによるとデジタルモンスター、デジモンだったかな。
There we go.
それと出会った人たちが最後には最強のモンスターに勝ったとか。
I mean, you know, we only fought God with the power of other gods, but, you know, what's that?
それってすげえと思わねえ？はあ、俺もモンスターに会ってみたいよな。
でもそんなにいいことばかりじゃないって聞いてるんだけど。
Well, that depends on the person they're linked to.
気性の荒いモンスターに出会うと襲われちゃうって。
なんだよ、ビビってんのか？じゃあなんでついてきたんだよ。
そりゃあ、会ってみたいから。
私も。
だろ？だからめんどくさい課外キャンプを口実にさ、この場所に来たんじゃないか。
そうなの？
Who?
そうさ。って、今の声、何？
ここだよ、ここ！
Where is here? It's Demi Vmon. This is the 02 crew. Like, if Takuma's Agumon is analogous to Taichi's Agumon, then this Demi Vmon is analogous to 02's Vmon. Oh, they did it.
あの噂って。
本当だったんだ。
So, does that mean we can get a Survive 2 with this crew and have, like, again, a 02 type cast?
こんにちは。僕、ちびもん。
Oh, right. Demi Vmon in Japanese is Chivimon. Because it's supposed to be like Chibi and Vmon. But Chivimon.
待ってたよ。やっと会えたね。
天に輝う雨だ もりは消えず見たもの嵐この世界見たもの子はね響きけり花は葉を思い葉は花を思い二人を分かつ彼岸花ちぎりは果たされぬまま黄昏をたゆたい心の火がき揺れど空間を力に変え憎しみをも愛に今再び結ばれし時夢壊ることなき絆この身捧げ共に生かさらば一筋の光をどうかこの手に日の輪の光限りなく降り注ぎ神の石より縁の結びつき二人をつなぐそうしたな誠の強さを共に
Oh, that's a nice picture. Those credits were longer than the epilogue. But that's fun. Everybody's there with their partners. Oh, Renamon is posing as Haru again. Huh, yeah, no, that epilogue was that. That was it. Save that data. Completed the game. And there it is. Takuma's Agumon has unlocked evolution to Hanglongmon, which I need to do in order to complete my Digidex and get the final achievement. I'll do that later. But does this change? Is this any more special, or is it just the same? Well, it's everybody. Alright. This was a long road. Honestly, it went on way longer than I thought it would go on. I hesitated whether I would do all 4 routes, and then I did them all. And that took time. But I'm glad I did them all. I'm glad I saw everything, unlocked everyone, because it's a good story. It's also a rushed story. I've called it out several times where I'm like, how do we get to this? Why are we doing this? Part, 6 in the true route, where everyone is still wary of their partners despite having no logical, reasonable, or even insane reason for being wary of them, was exceptionally bizarre. I'm sure they could have done better with that if they didn't have to restart making this game, 3 times or something? I don't know. This game had trouble production. So it coming out in the state it did is, honestly, a triumph. Combat is still weird. The balance is all over the place. But the concept is absolutely there. And it's a concept that can work. I like evolving in the middle of battle. Even though most of the time it's just like, yeah, I'm gonna go to my highest level. What else am I gonna do? But it gives that Digimon feel of yeah, my partner is the rookie, and then he gets stronger. He goes Digi Super Saiyan. That's how it's supposed to go. So, that was fun. They got a lot of use out of, I feel like, a lot of legacy characters. Again, the Sovereigns are back for the first time in forever. They started dipping into the Olympus 12, which was neat. They got characters like Kunemon and the original Falcomon and Shakamon and Dracmon, and Floramon, who maybe don't get a lot of focus in other games and stuff, or who sort of just show up in the background maybe. So, yeah. This is a great game. For what it's worth. It makes it such a hard sell, though. If you want to introduce someone to Digimon as a concept, this game would be fantastic, except it's got a mediocre strategy game and it's a visual novel, which are not something you'd give to a first-timer. But the story is there. It gives you all the parts you need for a good tale of Digimon. So I really thoroughly, as you can tell by the plus 80 hours, I think I have 130 hours on this total with the level grinding and monster capturing stuff. But yeah, I enjoyed that. It's a very good story, told in a very tedious way. Very tedious. Still, I don't know if I have much else to say about this. It's Digimon. I'm happy with it. And if they do end up making another one, because there is so much potential, I want to be there for it. Maybe not with the Vmon partner there, but, making choices and having my partner evolve based on those choices, going down different pathways, that's such a neat mechanic. It's so good. I just wish choices had more consequence beyond that. Right? Like, imagine getting a bad end because you've made some wrong choices and getting a dark evolution. Just like, yeah, give me a failure option, give me a failure route that still rewards going through the story, you know? That'd be cool. There's so many more things they could do with the setup they've got here. And I am willing to see it through if they decide to do it again. I don't know if it'd have the same impact, because you can only really tell the same shock and awe of, oh my god, people can actually die here. But maybe they could up the horror elements and other things. I don't know. I don't know if you could do another survive type thing. But using the systems they have on hand to tell another Digimon story, absolutely, go for it. I hope to see more in the future. But that was Digimon Survive. We've seen the moral route, the harmonious route, the wrathful route, and finally the truthful route. If you've been here for all four, why? But thank you for joining me on this journey. I'll see you around in the next one. Become his god. What do you mean you're cheaper than Omegamon? You're infinitely stronger. You have like 3 times as much health. How? Okay. There we go. Master Researcher and Survival Master. Now then. Taikyoku. What were the other attacks that Ruin Mode had? These are not the same moves. Feels very nerfed. Non-elemental damage and reduces all stats by 2 ranks. Oh. This Gotsumon doesn't deserve this. But he's taking it. That's definitely a victory.